وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ الدُّنْيَا بِمَصَابِيحَ وَجَعَلْنَاهَا رُجُومًا لِلشَّيَاطِينِ وَأَعْتَدْنَا لَهُمْ عَذَابَ السَّعِيرِ.
AssalamuAlaikum warahmatu wabarakatuh. Khadija here. Today we have a special guest, Brother Mustapha. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to episode 2 of Dhikr Chill, where we try to navigate through life as Muslims living in the 21st century. And before we begin, I would love to say, whatever good we see is from Allah, and whatever evil and sin we see are from ourselves and shaitan. So without further ado, let's get to our topic, which is the purpose of existence. And let's start with an example.
Okay.
Imagine I invent a car and it comes with a manual. Then this manual clearly states that the sole purpose of this car is to drive forward. So if someone decides to ignore these instructions and try to drive the car in reverse, what do you think will happen? They will not just wreck the car, they could cause serious damage and hurt people, right?
Yes.
The same applies to us humans. Our Creator, as mentioned in the Quran, chapter 51, verse 56, states, I did not create jinn and mankind except to worship me. So this verse applies to all of God's creation, highlighting that everything has a purpose in relation to God. And when Allah Almighty says worship me, it's not just about Salah. It's about living a life devoted to God's will. And this includes following Islamic teachings and the Sunnah, serving others, and striving for good in this world and in the hereafter.
Yeah.
So worshipping God is the main reason we are here. And the Quran also emphasizes that this life is a test. And we need to fulfill our purpose. We need to invest on our time wisely.
Exactly, that's a powerful verse to begin with. There's this quote by Sheikh Abba Kazal that says, youthfulness passes, life doesn't last, wealth doesn't stay, and health declines. Do not be deceived by these matters, nothing remains.
Yes.
This is why the Prophet Muhammad said, take advantage of 5 before 5. Your youth before your old age, your health before your illness, your richness before your poverty, your free time before your work, and your life before your death.
Yes, that's true.
So invest on them wisely in a way that will benefit you in this life and in the next. So the Quran emphasizes how this life is a test and fulfilling our purpose through good deeds. Like in chapter 67 verse 2, Allah Almighty said, He who created death and life to test you as to which of you is best indeed. And He is the exalted in might, the forgiving, right?
Yes.
This means He created death and life for the purpose of testing us in good deeds and acts of worship. So to attach meaning to your life, you need to find your purpose of existence. And that purpose is to worship Allah alone.
That is definitely something to consider. But perhaps you're wondering how this applies to your daily lives. The answer is simple. Pursue knowledge and use it for good. Someone with good intentions might try to fix a leaky tap, but without knowing how plumbing works, they could end up flooding the kitchen.
Right? True.
Yeah. To live a meaningful life, you need to understand your purpose of existence. Imagine a situation where you see someone doing something that seems wrong. Without understanding the bigger picture and lack of knowledge, you might judge them.
Yeah.
But in chapter 18, verse 78, Khidr alayhi salam explains his actions to Prophet Musa alayhi salam, who couldn't understand them at first. Those verses teaches us that seeking knowledge is vital for interpreting the world around us and using our good intentions to make a positive impact. It emphasizes that knowledge is key to comprehending God's plan and using our actions for good. Without proper understanding, even well-intentioned deeds might have unintended consequences.
Right.
Yes. I hope what Sister Firdausi said resonates with you. She mentioned leaving a positive impact, like a legacy. And think about it, at the end of the day, when all is said and done, the only thing that will matter when death comes is how you lived. Were you investing only in this dunya, or do you leave a positive impact that continues to benefit others even after you're gone?
Yes.
It could be through a sadaqah jariyah, meaning flowing charity, or a beneficial knowledge you have shared or taught someone, or righteous offspring. So these three things that will keep feeding good deeds to your grave, going by the hadith of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And also, one lesson I've picked up from chapter 2, verse 177 is the verse says, righteousness is not that you turn your face towards the east or west, but righteousness is one who believes in Allah, the last day, the angels, the book, the prophet, and gives wealth in spite of the love for it, to relatives, to orphans, to the needy, to traveler, and all of that. So the true purpose of life lies in the living of positive impact in the world, or on the world, through good deeds and righteous living. Fulfilling our purpose involves more than just rituals or performing salah. It's about self-improvement, ethical behavior, and leaving a positive mark on the world and everything around us.
Yes. Mashallah, that was well said, Brother Mustapha.
Thank you.
That brings us to the end of this episode. I hope you benefited from this. Thank you all for listening. May Allah bless you all. Stay tuned and see you on the next episode. AssalamuAlaikum.